Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche de la NBA, an annual tradition of the NBA, celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan, with me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kevin Durant.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points. They haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Popping forward, it's Miller and Bridges. All out there with MP. And it's Rodman in at the 5. And for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Wiggins. And it's Mobley in at the 5 down low. Here we are, Richard, coming down the final stretch here, and a lot left to play for. If your team is on the cusp, man, you are holding on tight.
This is the stretch where you can make or break your season. Some teams find a gear that carries them from here to a championship. Others, they come up a little short, trying just a little too hard.
Now here's Booker. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game against Phoenix here is the first look at the Suns.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
MP keeping his head on the swivel.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
In talking with Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's ball. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. There's the 3. Ball, no good. Defines Beal. Booker is screen on MP. Back to Booker. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by MP.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bucket is good.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by MP. Shoots over ball. No good from Booker.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the basket by MP. Beal dishes to Durant. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of it.
Now here's Durant. Following the miss by Miles Bridges. Booker is screen on Bridges. Launches it. And Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 5 minutes.
The range AD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all
Bridges. Fires the three. Over with the rebound. For Pheonix Suns on 2 and 6 from the field. Katie dishes to beat. About 3 minutes to go out here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Time would have put him up. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
And here's Booker following LaMelo Ball's three. Oh, and the deep by Beal. The Hornets have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Well, Richard during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also release some bully ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Right wing. Here is Wingate. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And what he's been able to do in the last securing some major positions for his team.
And here's Ball, following the three from Kevin Durant. And the shot goes in. He has 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wingate. 3 pointers off the mark. Hornets lead by 4. Here's MP. And he makes in the lane. MP's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Booker the pass to Mobley. Here's Beal. Going inside. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
When he turns the corner, Beal can just slice right through the defense as good as anyone.
Outside, Ball. MP kicks to Miller. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Has to Wingate. Durant with a wide open look. They come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And Durant sends it back.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his aggressive play to block shots.
They gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Rodman. He has yet to score. Bridges passes the ball. A 3 from MP. Booker pulls it in. So Booker will bring it up for the Pheonix Suns. It's a 5-point game. Beal from 3-point land.
He's a little weird. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Ball finds Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here is Wingate. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging 15 points a game. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Back to MP. Pass to Miller. Charlotte moving it around. Ball with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Suns trail by 4. And Booker takes the Beal. And here is Mobley. No good on the 3. MP looking around. Bridges outside. Back to Miller. Beal against MP. Here's the 3. And again for 3.
Well, we expected him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
Daniels, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's MP. And good that time. MP's got 15.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Thunder was phenomenal. Finished with 30 points and, as usual, orchestrated the offense with superb passing. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight.
Thanks, David. It was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, and it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
A shot no good. Tyson. And George Durant with it to bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 16. Done outside. Pass to KD. Looking to end the run. Good on the jump shot. 13 points in the game.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Over to the wing. MP outside. From past the arc. Hoffman with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dunn finds KD. Durant can't get that one to fall. MP passes to Reed. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 7 for him tonight. A baseline change, and the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in commit. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. He's got Rodman. Up the out. And it's Lucas. And Murphy into the floor.
Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Daniels. Phoenix able to drain the three. Second chance shot. And Rodman finishes inside. Rodman's got his first 2 points of the night.
They have been more dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
There's the pick. Here's Buffkin. I know it's good for Phoenix.
And he has enough space. He's more than comfortable letting it fly.
Pass to Murphy. MP outside. For three, Wilkins. Rebound by the Suns. They'll take on the Thunder and take on center after this one. And that was the first of a 2-game road trip for her. And the original Vermont players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim. But that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands.
And then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Beals checked in for Phoenix. Walls checked in for the Hornets. MP,
Stretching out the defense. MP impressive range shown there by the young shot.
here's Buffkin. 6 points for him. No good for Wingate.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here's Wilkins. It's an 18-point game. Tries a three. It's hauled in by Dunn. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And always always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Here's Beal. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. MP against Beal. Here's Rodman. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Outside Beal. Shot clock at 6.
He found the shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Hornets lead by 18. Now here's Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 9 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Buffkin. 6 points for him. Beyond the arc. Rodman grabs the rebound. And so MP will bring it up for Charlotte. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And he gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Astounding for Charlotte. They won that game against the Thunder. Wilkins' shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Beal against MP. And Beal kicks it down. Phoenix, no good that time either.
That was a good possession. They got it cleaned up. The shot just didn't fall.
And it's Ball in the corner. Lets it fly from 18. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. As to Beal. Pulls from the top of the key. Good. Score the basket. Marking 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Defensively, you can't afford to give Beal any space in that two-man game.
Wilkins kicks the ball. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Buffkin. He is defended by Wilkins. Buffkin no good. Charlotte leading by 20. Kicks it out to MP. For the 3. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight. And he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Now here's Beal. 9-point game was last outing.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Banked in off the glass.
Yeah.
MP's got 25 points.
Really?
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They gotta be thankful he's on their side.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
progressed over the course of the last month. The Hornets #1.
This is not a team you want to face right now. They are locked in on the offensive end.
Durant, the pass to Booker. Rodman grabs the rebound. Rodman's got rebound number 9 now. One half of him tonight. G8, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here is Wingate. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Offensive rebound. The Hornets on offense.
Oh,
18
come
to 7
on. That was about to be an instant layoff from Miles Bridges.
Deal with it. Now defended by MP. And stolen by NP. That's it. Coming off an assist
About
from
27 already.
NP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Showing a little two-way game. MP, that's big time.
Over to the left wing. Dunn kicks to Beal. Pass to Booker. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 5.
Give a shooter his time to sleep it up. Oh, yeah, you're done.
Bridges outside. Miller outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 11 points in the game.
Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You train to triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
It's blocked. Wingate against him. Yep, it counts. Wingate's got his second basket of the game.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say is the highest percent shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Here's ball. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Bridges outside. Pass to MP. Now, here's Rodman. Lock at 6. There's Miller with the 3. It drops and it comes off the assist from Rodman. Miller's got 6 in the quarter.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And here's Booker from the arc. That one's good. It's his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
MP outside. Bridges for 3. And it's the Hornets another
Just
3.
one more rebound for a
Capable of
triple
scorching you
double.
from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes it back.
Pass to Wingate. Back to Booker. The 3. It's
That's
rebounded
triple
by
double.
Sharp. MP's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And now the first time out called here for the Hornets. is in for ball. Bridges outside. Back to MP. On the wing, Daniels. Defended by Booker. And that one's good. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, Booker. 8 points for him. Durant in the corner. Back to Booker. Just fine in the corner. Fires from way outside. Again, the miss by Booker. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Suns shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Durant feeling it out a bit. On the high post. Basket counts. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Make no mistake, Devin Booker is a shooter. If he sees a chance, he is going to take it.
Miller kicks to Reed. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Okay, a chance to check out the numbers here for Miller. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Putting up about 18 points per 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
The Suns shooting around 41% on the night. Pass to KD. Off target from outside.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
MP passes to Reed. Reed is screen for 3. Bridges. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Miller surveying the floor. And he's good on the 3-ball. Miller's got 17.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3s? The defense is just giving up paper property.
And lets it go from deep. Booker no good. Charlotte in total control.
We're on a
MP with
fall
it.
shot.
Last game with 30 points. Driving in. An easy 2 points on the way. MP's got 29.
When you allow good scores to get out and get those shots at the rim,
No wonder you're losing. That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so it's MP making things happen for Charlotte. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Pheonix Suns.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stop that is prime check. Maybe 2 of you.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're gonna need a bigger fridge, honey.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Look here now at Charlotte. They know that the top, you know what that is, Ernie? Top diggity, Now, it's gotta be as healthy as possible. Start preparing for round 1.
And following up what you say, it is a dog-eat-dog league. Some great teams gonna be gunning for them. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at NP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problem He's fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Gay is on Kevin Durant, and it's Mobley in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. First free throw is good. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And so here's Phoenix. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Mobley outside. Pass to Booker from downtown. Brings it from the alley-oop. Booker's got 13.
Part of the evolution of Booker, being consistent from deep.
Ball the pass to MP. It's Miller on the way. Covered by Wingate. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Miller. He's got 12.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Booker. Bridges against Durant. Three-pointer. Another three for Phoenix.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when he takes charge and dominates like this.
Bridges kicks to MP. Bridges outside. That's it, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Booker. He's got 13. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP with it. He's picked up by Mobley. And they pick up 2.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Outside Beal. Outside Durant. From outside the arc. The Hornets pull it in. Here's Bridges. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beal against MP. Phoenix no good that time either. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Bridges. Out to Miller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pick by Bridges. There's Ball with the 3. Yes, it is. Or there's a bucket. Number 5 out of 5 for 11 night.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing that.
And Durant gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
A 3 from MP. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. KD's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Miller. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Durant. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And stolen by MP. Lays it in off the breakaway. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
Here's Katie. It's a green on the way in, and the bucket's good. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half. Ball from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Durant. Beal from long range. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. MP outside. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
To the wing right side. Wingate. And then wasting no time getting those points back. Wingate's got 8 points.
Give some love to Katie there, making the unselfish play.
And it's Miller in the corner. Outside, ball. Fires for 3. Here's Rodman. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 6 points for him.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this one if they're allowing second chance points.
And the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And I love Ball's awareness. So when the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Beal with it. And it's Miller picking him up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They're moving the ball around.
Right, 143 left, team fourth. Well, about 27.
On the court for the Hornets, Daniels out there with MP. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Paul Reed. And it's Tyson in a power forward position. The 3 from KD. Offensive rebound. The layup missed. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Charlotte.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. But an all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe they won the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in advance. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, they thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team that they've seen twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
And that one's good. Daniel.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
No good from Wingate. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's MP. And he comes in the layup off the glass. MP's got 40 points.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end.
That'll do it.
Smart.
I get another 40-point triple double and we win by 29.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
The end of the day.
This one was over well before the